When You Trap a Tiger, written by Kate Keller. Chapter 4. Hominy throws the front door open with a bang and squeals, "Hello, my girls! My girl's home to see me!" Her voice travels all the way up to our bedroom, and I run down to see her, my feet pounding against the noisy old stairs. Hominy is thinner than the last time I saw her. Her colorful silk tunic and white pants hang looser than usual. Her jewel pendants rest in the U-shaped dip between her collarbones, deeper than before. But she's still unglamorous, as always, with her lips bright red, her hair permed and dyed blackest black. In her arm, she carries 4 big grocery bags, filled to the brim with food. Mom's already at the door, dressed in Hominy's pajamas and greeting her with questions. "Why weren't you here? Why didn't you answer your phone? Remember when I told you we'd be here at 6? We'd had to stand outside. And why'd you get so much food? That's too much food." Hominy just laughs. "Oh, my daughter, so nosy," she says before placing her bags and her knockoff Louis Vuitton purse in Mom's hand, as if Mom were a bolter. Mom frowns, but before she can protest, Hominy sees me and opens her arms for a hug. "Lily Bean," she says. Her whole face lights up, and I didn't even know someone could be so happy about anything. I run down the hallway and slide into her arm, soaking up her love. "Careful," Mom sets Hominy's bags on the kitchen table and crosses her arms. "Don't knock your Hominies over." Hominy wraps herself tight around me and scolds Mom over my head. "Hush, young lady, at least Silly is loving me." Mom sighs. "I do love you. That's why we're here." Hominy ignored this. She placed her hand on my shoulder and leaned back so she can look at me, grinning when she noticed her nightgown. "Oh, look at you. You're little mini me. So pretty. So shiny." I laugh. "Shiny, Sam's the one who took the sequined nightgown, not me." "Like the sun," Hominy says, winking. Hominy is the only person in the world that my invisibility never works on. She always sees straight to my heart. "Hominy," I say, pulse hiccuping as I think of the tiger. "I have to tell you something." But Sam appears, padding quietly down the creaky stairs and hovering in the kitchen doorway. "And my moon," Hominy says, walking over to hug Sam. Sam stiffing as Hominy wraps her up, but she relaxes after a moment, leaning into Hominy, breathing in. Nobody can resist Hominy. She's like gravity. Hominy pulls back and strokes Sam's white streak. "So pretty, you hear?" "No," Mom says. "Please don't encourage her. It's unnatural." Sam glares at Mom, and Hominy twirls the streak in her finger. "It's run in our family. I have this when I little too," she says, winking at Sam and me. Mom's voice is tight. "I bleach streaked. It's not a genetic trait." Hominy doesn't even look at her, and so fashion. "Sam, look like a rock star." Sam grins. Mom takes a very deep breath. Mom hates the white streak, but Sam refuses to do anything about it. She claims it's not her fault, that her hair just naturally grows that color. It's a whole thing. Hominy turns back to Mom and frowns. Why the girl's hair so wet? Mom clears her throat as she puts away Homony's grocery. Like I was saying, they're wet because we had to stand outside in the rain. It would have been nice for you too. You know, be here when you said you will. I had to use the old window pane strip and climb inside in front of my daughters. Always through the windows. Hominy looks at Sam and me and clicks her tongue. She go out, she go in, even the attic window. She climbs out. You mother was a very sneaky child, so much trouble. Mom spluttered and Sam and I exchanged a glance. I don't know how Mom could climb out the attic window. It's impossible. Hi, but Hominy always exaggerated like this, and it's funny to picture. Sam bites back a smile, and I swallow a laugh. And for that matter, you should be driving anymore, especially not in the rain. Mom continued, if you need to get grocery, you should have waited for me to come. You need to be careful. You need to. Just so many hisses. Holding up one finger, Sam and I used to watch a TV show about a dog trainer. He used an angry hissing noise to tame dogs. This is the same voice. Mom clenched her jaws and tries another line of questioning. And what about all this stuff? Why are you living like this? She gestured to a stack of boxes and furniture in front of basement's door. Hominy shrugs one shoulder. The basement's food, so the stuff come up. Sam raises an eyebrow. You carried all this up by yourself? Hominy turns to her and winks, which is typical. She doesn't feel the need to answer questions, and I don't mind that. Mom, on the other hand, does. No, seriously, didn't you carry this up the stairs on your own? You know you could hurt yourself. You. She paused. Where am I supposed to sleep? When we lived here before. Mom slept in the basement, wedged in between all Homony's things. You sleep in living room, on the couch. Hominy responded like this. It's no big deal. Expect Mom to argue, but she walked over to the boxes. Okay, well, at least let me move the stuff. We can push it away from the basement door, and I can check out the food damage downstairs. Somehow. Sam stares at her. Mom sighs. Lily. I start to walk over, but Hominy grabs my wrist, and I pull me back. No, no, no moving those. Mom blinks. They're in the way. Hominy waves her arms in front of her, like she's warding off Mom's annoyance. No, no, today is not auspicious day. When I move boxes out, that is a lucky day, but today it's dangerous day for spirits. We move another day. A dangerous day for spirits? I swallow. I have to get Hominy alone so I can ask her about possible tiger spirits. Moving thing on unlucky day very dangerous and breaking thing. Hominy closes her eyes and shudders like she can't even imagine if we break something. Oh, that is very bad. Mom looked like she might literally rip her hair out. Sam raises her eyebrow at me like, here we go, again, and back up in the hallway. There isn't a new argument. Mom always gets annoyed with Homony's tradition. Mom grits her teeth. That is ridiculous. What? But Harmony points her finger at Mom, cutting her off. You are not the mother. I am the mother. You no more asking questions. You go change your clothes. Why you in pajamas anyway? Mom opens her mouth in defense, but Harmony clapped her hands. I set up dinner now. Lily helped me. I didn't exactly volunteer, but Harmony has a way of creating her own reality. Besides, I don't mind helping. I follow her to the kitchen counter, and Mom gives up in the boxes. She grabs Harmony raincoat and stalks out of the house down to the car to fetch our suitcase. From the doorway, Sam clears her throat, and I glance back at her. She hesitates like she was waiting for something, and I mouth, It's okay, go upstairs. I feel bad sending her away, but Sam doesn't like cooking or setting the table or doing any chores really. I need to be alone with Harmony. Sam frowns and turns away, mumbling something about her friend as she head back to the attic room. When she's gone, I whispered Harmony what's happened. She tucks a strand of hair behind my ear and kisses my forehead. Yes, little one, I want to hear about that. But first, time for Kosa. Yes, but that's first. Moving through the kitchen, she pulls bowl and baskets out of the cupboard and sets them in front of me. I don't remember the first time she showed me how to do a kosa. It's just something we've always done together. We lay food out for the spirits and the ancestors and let them feast before we do. For the ones who gone before us, Harmony always says. When I was little, I used to pretend that Dad would came for Costa to eat with us. I made the mistake of telling Sam once that the food was for him. Her face twisted up and spat. He's Dad. This isn't a game. She never liked Costa after that. After Harmony heats a plate of red beans rice cakes, she had them to me and I arranged them in a bamboo basket. The way she taught me carefully, lovingly, they burned my finger. This very important to do on days of big change. Harmony tells me as she pours wines into small ceramics bowl. When people come in, when people go out, we do this to keep spirits happy. She leans closer, her breath tickling my ear. When spirits are hungry, almost as scary as when your mother is hungry. A smile. What about then Sam is hungry? Harmony, crinkly eyes, curl wide. That is most scary. A laugh at Sam's expense, feeling a little guilty. Then I lay dried squid and anchovies on a small plate while Harmony prepares the meal. And I listen to the melodies of Kosa. Harmony hums a song. I don't know, probably a Korean lullaby. And the house seems to sing along with her. The cabinets whisper as she opens and closes them, and water whistles as she washes vegetables. The thing about Costa, about all the harmonies, belief, and ritual, is that I've always taken them for granted. They make sense to harmony. So that's good enough for me. Her magic never need an explanation, but now, when with the tiger, understanding its all feel important. I saw something in the road, I tell her. What do you see? she asks as she chops a cucumber. I swallow. I think I might have seen one of the hungry spirits. She sets down the knife and turns to me. Her eyes are intense. What's you saying, Lily? What you see? Suddenly I'm nervous. I don't know. I guess it might be a dream. Hermione leans closer. Dreams very important. Lily, what do you see? Mom would tell me not to encourage Hermione. Sam would tell me I'm being weird. But with Hermione, I'm safe from judgment. A tiger, she hisses through her teeth. What's that tiger doing? I know she's not upset with me, but she's still upset, and I can't help feeling like I've said the wrong thing. It just stood there, then disappeared. I full force knockout wave of panic hits me, and I whisper, I am a going crazy. Hermione wraps her finger around her pendant and leans down so her face is close to mine, so I can smell her milk breathe. Lily crazy, not a good word, not a thinking word. You seen truth because you are a special one, and that's not to make you crazy, okay? I nod, unsure what to think. The tiger felt real, but it couldn't be. And what do you do with these that feel real but aren't quite? You mom doesn't believe in any of this. Her world is small, but you know, the world is bigger than what you see. Hermione pressed a palm around my cheek. Now, be safe and stay away from tigers. Tigers were bad. I know I'll stay away. Tigers eat people and stuff. It was just a... She shakes her head. No trusting them, okay? They're tricky, but you don't listen to their lies. You remember that. Yeah, I remember your stories. Yes, stories. But maybe she steps back and tilts her head like she's trying to make a decision. Something about her tone sounds up. Not like the Hermione I know. Maybe there are more stories than I tell you. I push away the plate and cutting board in front of me and hoist myself onto the kitchen counter. So I'm sitting in front of her, ready to listen. I can remember the last time she told us a new story like what? The tiger looking for me, she says, running her hands down my arm. Lost in thought. I steal something that belongs to them long ago when I little like you, and now they went back. Wait, what? The story is about you. Is this one real? Tiger's real. I lean back. She never told a story about herself. Before stealing from Tiger doesn't make sense. Yesterday I might not have believed her words. I might have thought she was just making this up. Because, of course, it's not, can't be real. Just like a disappearing tiger can be real. And yet, I tug on one of my braids. What did he steal? If this story is real, maybe the tiger is too. And maybe this is why it's appeared. But what could be so important that tiger would chase it across the world? And what would it feel like to steal from tiger to do something so powerful and so dangerous? She frowns. Not important, little one. Not safe to ask too many questions. But the door bang open again, and Mom huffs and puffs back inside, thunking two suitcase on the floor. No, but, Hominy just asked me. We don't talk about that. Mom pushes her glass up on her nose and catches her breath. Talk about what? Hominy gives me sheep eyes. And I don't say anything. Mom blinks. Do either of you want to tell me? Hermione says, voice too sweet and innocent. No, I pass. Mum tilts her head. You pass on what's telling me. Harmony smiles and nods. Pass. Mum look back and forth between us, and I struck like I know nothing. Mum seems like she wants to ask more, but she just sighs. Okay, well, I go get more of our stuffs. Lily, no sitting on the kitchen counter, she says, before heading back down the stairs. I slide off the counter, but as soon as Mum gone, I turn back to Harmony. What's the DS? And why? And what happened? Harmony hands me a stack of plates. Enough of that. You set table now. Casa, help keep you safe. Make Tiger stay away. She turns away from me to finish chopping vegetables. Normally, when we set up Cosa, she sneaks me a bite to eat early. Winking and whisper, eat fast, so the spirits don't see. But tonight the mood is different. She doesn't suffer and I don't ask. I do what I'm told and I set the table thinking of Tiger and Thieves and Harmony's story because Harmony always told the stories of impossible things. And now I wonder, what if they're impossible?